should be live already, which is cool.
I'm alive. Are you alive?
I'm very alive. Okay, so
Cool.
today we're playing with Zig, Erlang, and Raylib, probably.
But actually, it's mostly SQL.
Yeah, probably mostly SQL. Well, assuming that this is the only error, it's going to be very short. So the first thing that we're going to do is drop the schema. Okay. Next up, we're going to recreate the schema. Boom. Okay.
Okay.
And then when going the input, boom. Then we have username equals Mageta already exists. And I know for a fact, because I tried this piece by piece, it fails on this guy. Which I don't really understand how.
Duplicate key value violates unique constraint character username key.
Yeah, so if you go to details, yeah, there. You see? Character username key. So it's saying something I don't understand. So the first thing that I wanted to do, actually, is to do a diff on those things. Oh, we put a unique here. Why did I put a unique there? The unique should not be here, should be down here.
Yeah, it should.
That is 100% wrong. Cool. Okay, so the idea of doing the diff, that would be the main idea that I... Okay, this is 100% wrong. This is not should be there. It should be here. There we go. Let's save that. Okay, so let's create the schema and let's add some stuff. Okay, that's very cool. That's very fucking cool. So now, what do we need? We need to have another thing. Now it's the time. It's the time just to check if what we did worked.
Let's check it out.
This client. There it is. There it is. So let's put localhost in here. Boom. Let's log in. I'm gonna be very surprised. Boom. We're gonna pick Geyserik on this guy.
Okay.
Something failed. 100% something
That
failed.
looks like a deadlock, actually.
Yep. So error in process undef activate. So am I exporting stuff? Activate and deactivate. They are not here.
Yeah, they need to be there. They definitely need to be
These
there.
100% should be verified at compile time. I don't really understand why they did it this way.
Yeah, definitely the files that import from there and try to use a symbol that's not exported, they should error out. Um,
Login.
that still didn't work.
That still didn't work. But now we have a bad match. Ooh, that's very interesting. So syntax error. So I'm assuming there is an error on my SQL. Let's check that out. So it's on the activate, yeah. So line 25.
How can there be an error on my SQL if we're using Postgres?
That was bad. That was very bad. But okay. is wrong? Syntax error at or near dash. Oh,
Oh, email has a dash. That should be a.
but it was already a dash. Was it already a dash? Now I'm confused. Now I am. No, it is not a dash. So maybe it's just inconsistent because Magenta things. I am not surprised.
Magenta using inconsistent names?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, for the same reason we are using small int somewhere.
You would think that someone who cares so much for consistency wouldn't do that, right? But here we are.
Okay, so is that it? Let's look at the other things. So, am I using the correct? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm using the correct things.
You're still using e-mail on line 14, is that correct?
14. No, but that's a different table. Maybe that's why I said maybe no. Okay, so probably we changed, but we never created a user with these anymore. And then we
Huh,
never discovered.
funny, but okay.
Okay, so let's try that. So let's just restart the server. Let's run it again. Zig, and it's broken again. What are you complaining now, friend? Undefined variable, Lyceum active characters. What is the name that I gave that thing? User. Oh. Okay, that was my on me. 100% on me. Okay, I think the beaver got nuked. Yep. I have to rerun it. Okay. So let's drop everything. Let's recreate this schema. And let's put some stuff in it. Okay. I'm gonna restart the server. Let's go client time. Boom. Password.
You
Boom.
know, we
Boom.
need to.
And it's
I
broken.
Yeah, we need to do something about.
Ooh. Go on.
Oh boy.
Oh. What is this? Uh. Okay. What is the
This
error
is.
though?
Hello,
Okay.
Fernando.
Hello, Fernando.
I was gonna say we need to do something about. Okay, what if you log in with your character, you are in the map, and then you lose connectivity, and now you
Uh,
can't log back in
yeah,
because
we're gonna have to have a system of like, how is it called?
a heartbeat or
Yeah,
something.
exactly, heartbeat system. Yeah, but that's not now. Now let's just try to see if this the idea works. So what is wrong though? I don't really understand what is wrong. Oh, I know what is wrong. I do know what is wrong. We need to serialize the stuff. We need to make the user PID a string. How to do that? how to do that. So Erlang PID as a string. Thank you. Thank you very much. Are you kidding me? Is this for real? You see this?
Yeah.
And they don't. There isn't a serialization of PIDs in Erlang. What?
Why?
Serialize. Serialize PID Erlang string.
I mean, technically there's a hack we can do, but I'm not sure how well advised the method I'm thinking of would be actually.
Is a string a list in Erlang?
Yes, it is.
Why are they doing all of the other stuff then? Because look, why don't you just do this?
PID to list.
They are doing something else. Are they adding the quotes?
What's the original question that this is answering?
Turn PID into string. I want to turn a PID in Erlang into a string. Is there a way to pattern match against a PID? Oh, there is node. What is
But
that?
that's for identifying a node, right? That's not really what we want to do.
That's 100% not what we want to do. Can you explain why you want this? You're trying to solve something the wrong way.
Oh, I think I get it. He wants to pattern match against the pieces of the PID. We don't care about that, actually.
So we just do this.
Yeah, that should work, I think.
Okay.
Although,
Although.
yeah, if you look at the follow-ups to that answer, it shouldn't just depend on internal structure because it may change without warning. That would be a problem, actually.
It may change. Wait. How does that
Like,
make any sense? Can we have a PID and then in the middle of the
no,
communication
no,
the PID changes?
no. It's because between Erlang versions, I would think.
Ah,
Like,
screw it. For now, my answer to that is just screw it. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Oh, I didn't undo that. So yeah, I need to. Oh no, it's not that I didn't undo. Yeah. Okay.
Commander's question on the chat about dependent types confuses me a little bit.
I haven't read it at all. I can't help right now.
Yeah, he said, I was reading Idris 2 intro and realized that its types don't seem dependent enough to me. And that's like, what do you mean?
Well, maybe he wants to depend on more stuff. I have no idea, and I never looked into either's at all. PID, boom, good, good. Is that it? Is that it? I think, I think that's it, in a sense. Yeah, but I think the Zig thing is gonna fail very miserably. But
Why?
that's kind of expected because we don't know. That's actually something that I don't know how we're gonna improve aside from testing because we are using two different languages and one of them is the dynamic language. So I don't think there is a way for us to have some certainty that that we are using the correct structs that Erlang is gonna send us and all that stuff. That would be very handy. Boom. And it's
Still
broken.
didn't work. Yeah.
Oh, but the bad match is better.
Active characters email check.
What? 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 New role for relation active characters violates check constraint. Active characters email check. What are we doing, bud? Is this wrong? That doesn't make sense.
It's literally the same regex that we're using everywhere else.
Well, yeah. That's very weird. So the email is mageta@example.com. I'm very confused right now. Failing row contains Geiseric mageta@example.com, and this thing,
Which is a PID, yes.
which is a PID. Oh, you're gonna have to flush that, man. That's gonna be very garbage at some point.
Yeah, the problem I mentioned it because it will be very relevant since we're trying to log in as the same character repeatedly for this test.
Yeah, but we are failing. Well, not log. We are logging incorrectly. We are doing the logging correctly, but I don't understand. Do you understand this? Am I going nuts? This is the correct data, right? Geiseric, mageta@example.com. How is this wrong? Am I insane?
HZ digits dots plus percent dash no underscore.
I don't understand. What?
At least one, okay. Then an at sign, and then at least one of those, which is the same thing except no percent sign and no plus, then a dot, and then letters, and that must be the end. Yeah, no, I don't like.
The heck? Oh, there is a chance. There is a chance that we never actually did like when we did all the inserts in the beginning, we didn't have this, and then Mageta introduced, and we never tested.
That's also possible, yes.
But how is this wrong? I'm very confused right now. How the heck is this wrong?
Maybe this is not actually a regex.
That should be very weird. Okay, so for now, let's just not do that. Okay. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so let's just do that. Let's go to the beaver. Let's drop everything. Boom. Let's do replace editor content. Boom. And then boom. Theoretically, that should have changed some stuff. Change some stuff. Okay. I don't know if. Oh no, I need to restart this. So last time we failed, right? So if we failed, local boom, 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 and it's still nuked. What? What? It's getting
And
worse.
now,
Insert and update on table active characters violates foreign key constraint. Oh, I know what's wrong. If we remove in one place, we need to remove from all of them.
do we?
Yeah, because we are saying that the email that should reference the same email in this thing, and this thing has the same regex as before.
Right.
We We need to remove from all of the places, bruh.
Okay.
I guess it's gonna love it. Okay, so there. Who needs email checking? We don't.
You need to get rid of the check keyword as well, not just the actual check definition.
We don't need email checks. That's fine.
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah. We're gonna have to reintroduce that later. Equipment. Yeah, all of this is gonna do cascading. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's try this again. And why the beaver is like deciding to die from time to time? That's not cool, bruh. It's very not cool. Okay. So boom, boom.
Freaking the beaver.
I need to restart the server. Good. And now let's go. So localhost, Magenta, and it is still broken. Why? What?
It's not present in the
Yeah,
table character.
the order is reversed. You see?
Oh, that's the problem then. That's why the regex was failing, because the order is wrong.
But where is the... That doesn't... Did I do that? Did I just do that? Oh,
Yeah,
I did.
insert.
I 100% did. Cool. There.
There you go. The check was correct after all. It's just that the order of the arguments was wrong.
Yeah, man, I think the beaver doesn't like when I kill Lyceum like that. That's weird.
The beaver is against murder. Good to know.
Is against murder. Okay. So, yeah, remove this. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, this is using the correct thing. So let's do that. Let's do that. Restart the server. And let's go. You could just work now. Like, it would be very cool if you just worked. Boom, boom. And you don't. Aha! Okay, line 25. At least we have a different error this time. So, character activate. It's just saying okay. Oh, okay, it's the same thing as before. That's kind of very weird. So, my understanding is that when you do an insert, you do pattern matching on only one thing, which is weird, but okay.
Is that the same for deletions?
Well, we're gonna try to figure that out. We don't have a disconnect button though. We're gonna have to figure that out also. Cool. Okay, so let's restart that. Ooh. But I think
What's up?
now I think we have trash on the database because the
Mm,
insertion was successful. What failed was the pattern matching. Yeah, I think we have trash. Boom. No. So who failed now? You failed. Ah! Okay, the
There we
trash.
go.
The trash.
Just for testing, what if we change the insertion rule to say, yeah, okay, if you actually try to insert another another PID, it actually replaces the previous one.
Oh, we're gonna have to do the whole upsert thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. We can try. We can try to learn how to do that. But I don't know if we should, because in the future, that's not gonna be a feature of the game anymore, right? You won't be allowed to log in with your account twice.
No, no, no. But if you do what I'm saying, the semantic will be okay. If you change the PID, that means that actually the currently logged in instance will have to be kicked out, essentially.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So let's search how to do that. So upsert in Postgres.
That's straight up from Ragnarok Online, by the way.
Aha! Okay, so apparently
I
you need
mean,
to do an insert on conflict thing. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay. Well, we should not be doing this. We should use a view, but, well, we didn't have time to make that happen. So let's do that. So activate, here's the syntax. So blah 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 values.
oh,
Then
that's not part of the. I see. That's not part of the schema.
it isn't. Well, maybe there is a way to make it part of the schema, and Magenta will know. So if we had a conflict on what?
The user PID. Only on the user PID.
But that's not ever gonna happen, right?
It will if you are already logged in on one client and you try to log in with the same character on a different client at the same time.
I don't think so, man. I think what we want the conflict is the name and the username because the name, username, and email because the PID will always be different from machine from machine to machine.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. If you're logging in with two clients on the same character, one of them is gonna win, right?
Exactly. So then the conflict that we are looking for is not on the user PID. We want
Well,
to do
it
the
is because they
we
use.
need to do the do update set on the PID. Like,
Hmm.
what are we saying? We are saying, dude, if you encounter a row with the name, username, and
Oh,
email
wait,
already
wait,
there.
wait. Conflict column. What does that actually mean? Is that the name of a column, really? Or is it
No,
supposed
it
to
is
be
the name of
like,
the column here. Here, this clause specifies the conflict target, which is the unique constraint or unique index that may cause a conflict.
well, in that case, it's the user PID. That's the one that's causing
No,
the
but the user
conflict.
PID is gonna always be different.
Well, only if you try to log in twice is that's gonna happen.
Which is what no. What happened was sort of like that, right? Because I logged in once, then we did it. We did the insertion, but we had a fail. So I had to close the client. But to the database, we are still active, quote, right? Then I log in again, received a different user PID because well, it's a different instance, but the name, username, and email were the same. And because they are part of the primary key of the table, that blew up.
Well, no, that's not why it blew up. It's because the user PID is not part of the primary key, but it's not unique because you're trying to insert a second one.
I don't follow. The user PID is always going to be different. Agree on that?
Yes, it will.
Okay. What will be the same if I'm trying to do the logging in with the same character and the same user? These
Oh,
two
I think I
things.
get it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah,
Cool.
sure. Let's go with that.
And
Um,
then if you have a conflict on those things, then you're gonna update the user PID to be mine. So do update set user PID equals 5. 5 and then user PID here.
why are you doing that twice?
Because as far as my understanding goes, and I may be wrong about that, this is the first like naive attempt, assuming that everything is rosy.
No,
This
no, no, no,
is
no,
when
no, no,
shit
no.
goes all the way to the
No, what I
top.
mean is, why are you duplicating the user PID as a
Oh, I
parameter?
can just do 4 here as well, right?
Why wouldn't you be able to? That would be.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, this is based on COBOL. Anything can happen, right?
Sure, bud. Sure. Um, okay, so now is the time to test it out. Did I flush everything? I think I flushed by accident. That
Huh.
sucks. Yeah, okay, so I need to. Okay, we can test this later though. Ooh. Oh, okay. I already also did this. That's what it means. Okay, go. So localhost, boom, 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 and it failed. On the Zig side, interesting,
Huh.
very interesting.
On the Zig side.
Yeah, because there's no error here.
The user logged. Okay.
So the user logged, then we have the email, then we query the user's character, then we have a print of the map. So let's try to backtrack what we did. So when the user logged, it's gonna say that, and I should start adding new lines on these things. Okay, which email are we sending back? We are sending magenta@example.com. That makes sense. Then we received querying user's character, querying user's characters, and then we receive a map.
Okay.
Then we receive the characters that are available to us. Um, I should add another log here. User is about to join a world. Very freaking profound. So let's try to see if everything up to that point was working correctly. Boom. Okay. Is about to join a world. Is about to join a world. Um, we don't have double joining. We don't have an expected error. So I'm assuming it went here. What do you think?
Character activate. Yeah, we probably sent the okay because we don't have either of the other messages.
Okay, so
And we
Zig must
didn't
be
blow
wrong.
up. So,
But Zig was wrong with a very unexpected error. There were no error messages. The deserialization didn't blow up, and I don't really know why or how. So let's dig into it. So after you pick a character, uh-huh. Okay, so this is when we are displaying the previews with the teapot and everything. Oh, and the bug that I asked you, man. Remember that I asked you, I told you about a bug that I was having?
yeah,
You need to have these things done before loading the assets.
window resizable true init window.
I was doing this thing before doing this thing. and it was
I
failing
mean, you
miserably.
need to initialize your stuff before you can use it, right?
I don't really know how I feel about it because loading an asset has nothing to do with a window. Drawing an asset on the screen has to do with the window. So I don't really understand the rationale, but maybe it's just an implementation detail that is like way more convenient this way. I don't know, but it's okay. So look at what we are doing here. Theoretically speaking, we actually already went through here, and we go to the selection, right? We go to the selection, and in the selection, we click the button join map, which we're gonna go to spawn. We need to be able. Do you have a std something something? Yeah, that works. So let's go and put here, right? Uh, about to join a map. Oops. And then here, I'm just gonna say Pong.
Ping pong circulate.
Okay. And as we go forward, oh no, I'm not adding trash to the database. I'm just adding one piece of trash at a time.
About to join a map.
Ah. Okay, so something is very, very wrong. Something is very, very wrong. User is about to join a world. So what are we doing there? So if we go to protocol and go to ping join map, we are expecting to receive a standard response, which is just okay with void. Huh. Okay, so do you want... let's do it, man. I think it's safer. We're just gonna say everything.
Oh, I think I see the problem actually.
Go on.
We're just returning the OK. We should send it actually.
What a boss. What a boss. And like I always say, everyone needs a Marinho. They're not actually sending the stuff. So
yeah,
password,
yeah,
boom,
if you don't send the stuff, it's never going to arrive. That's
Pong,
natural.
and it's broken.
Okay, what
Okay, the
happens
server is
now?
broken. Aha,
Column user PID does not exist. What do you mean does
that's
not
bad.
exist?
Okay, retrieve near players. That's progress.
What
That's
do you
progress.
mean does not exist?
Ooh, oh, I know. I know what happened. One of my attempts to debug was to actually remove the thing.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oops, like that. Oops. I assume the beaver is just broken. Oh no, it isn't broken. Cool. So boom. Uh, replace and awesome. Okay. With that out of the way, server is up. Um, that's wrong. Um, um, maybe I need to redo this. You see what happened there?
Mm,
It understood that I had no characters.
huh.
It's still understanding that I have no characters.
Why is that?
I'm so glad this still works. That's very cool. But that doesn't explain why we have no characters. That screen only pops up if you have no characters. I don't really understand. I don't really understand how that works. Bruh. Okay, now the beaver is insane, going insane. Let's try a last time before trying to check if the SQL is wrong. Let's try to just do a final, drop everything, uh, put the schema back on, and put data in it. One last time. Maybe the beaver got confused.
We are doing like little Bobby tables.
Doing like what?
Like little Bobby tables.
That didn't work. I don't understand. Adding a join fucked everything. Does the order of the join matters?
It might.
And if it matters, why the current order doesn't work?
Oh, actually, it doesn't. I think I know the problem. The problem is that there may not be actually a user PID associated with that character, right? What happens then?
I don't understand.
The
What?
join will fail for that table, which means the entire join will fail.
I don't follow still. Could you repeat?
Like, either a character is in the active characters table or it isn't, right?
Yes.
If it isn't, and you try to do a join, well, the join will fail, which means the entire character lookup will fail, which means that character won't appear in the view.
That doesn't explain shit.
It does. Try to remove the natural join for the active.
No, I mean, it doesn't explain shit because... Oh, I think I understand what you're saying. I think I understand what you're saying.
Like a character may or may not be in the
Mm-hmm.
active characters table, and if it isn't, and you try to do a join, that's not gonna work.
No, but that doesn't explain why the query of the characters is not working. That's what it's failing. Like, we have two characters, right? We have Gazeric
But
and the other one.
but we are querying through the view, Lemus.
That's the point. I think that if you're doing the joins like this...
No. The join order doesn't matter. If
No,
you
no.
just
If you're doing the joins, that means that for every single character, you need to have data on these three.
yes,
Which is not the case because this is a like a hot thing. Like it's very mutable. It changes all the time.
that's not the problem actually. The problem is you wiped the database, right? And then you refilled the example data with Mageta's characters. But that means that neither of the characters is active.
Yeah, no, we're
Like,
gonna have to do the join here. Because we don't care about the data of the active characters table, correct? We don't care about that. What we care is the data from the view. But the view has the name and the username and the email, all of those things in regards to the character, which is what we care. So we're gonna have to do a join in here, which has been a while. It's been a very while. So joins Postgres. Joins Postgres. So what is the syntax? And I also forgot the difference between the joins. Okay, so inner join returns records that have matching values in both tables. So we want an inner join, but let's read the other ones. Left returns all records from the left table and the
and
matching
yeah,
records from the
we
right.
we don't want an inner join actually.
That's exactly what we want. We have data that is going to match both tables, the name, the username, and the email.
We want to be able to match if it has like we don't actually want to We don't want all the data from the view. That's not a problem. The problem is, what if there's no active character entry for that character? That should still work, right?
No, man. I think you are confused. When the thing that is failing right now, it is not. It is this. It is this thing.
Oh wait,
This is what is failing.
yeah, that's the oh wait, that's the retrieve near players.
Yeah. This is what we are changing. This is already the problem that we just had. It's already fixed because I removed the natural join. So this means that this is gonna succeed now. So you're gonna be able to pick our stuff. But we need the join, so we need to go to the retrieve near players and put it in here.
Okay, okay.
So left join returns all records from the left table and mashed records from the right table. Return all records from the right table and mashed from the left and full. So which one do you think we want if it's not the inner one?
Just do a natural join, I guess. Is that possible?
I have no idea. We can test. So natural join, but the natural join, I don't think you say the keys, and we kind of want to say the keys.
Why?
Because there are only 3 keys that we care.
But there's only one key in the table that we're joining.
It
That's
isn't.
not.
It isn't the case. The table that we are joining has 4 things in it.
But three of those things together form the primary key.
Oh, you think the natural join will figure that out by itself? I'm very
Yeah.
surprised. I'm gonna be very surprised. Let's check. The Lyceum active characters. Okay, so Marinho's faith is that natural join will figure itself out. That's very interesting. Maybe this is not gonna work. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I need to do the drop again. Drop that. Replace. Okay, now we have the data. Aha.
We got the Pong, but we didn't.
We got the Pong, but it failed miserably.
Okay.
We got the Pong, but it just failed. Uh, that's very interesting. So everything went okay. Everything went okay. So what does that mean? That means that we we went through this and it's just fine. Then we went to spawn, which is here, and then I think we went here because it said character will be updated. So update character up here, and then we try to do some stuff. We try to do some stuff, and the character will be updated. Goes here, which does the update temp with the data from
Okay.
us and retrieve near players. And retrieve near players failed.
Okay.
Um, okay. Um,
Why did it fail though?
yeah, that's a very good question. But character
Was updated. Or I guess character updated works and is more concise.
retrieving nearby characters.
Two things. Nearby is one word, and secondly, what's the point of putting it there if there's already a print immediately before?
Just for us to, because I'm gonna forget what happened. So I'm just logging for myself. Everything went okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's see the logs. Just to be sure. Retrieving nearby characters. Yeah, that's 100% what's failing.
Okay, so apparently you can't do a natural join that way.
Oh, that sucks.
Why is that though?
Okay, so let's actually search. So natural join on select Postgres. Natural join explained by example. Oh, you need to say the what is going to be preserved.
Huh.
Interesting. The convenience of natural join is that it does not require you to specify the condition in the join clause because it uses an implicit condition based on the equality of common columns. The equivalent of natural join clause would be like this. Wait, so that means that you don't have the convenience in the select. Is that correct?
Mm,
No, man. I think we don't need to specify the nature because it's saying here that if you do not specify one, it's going to use an inner join, which is fine. But we are not doing this thing.
that's because this is what you would have to do if like you were not doing a natural join, I guess.
No, no. The equivalent of the natural join clause would be like this. Okay, so here it is. So we have the table categories, the table products, insert on both, natural products and categories. The statement we use performance inner join using the category ID column. So that should work just fine in our case, right? Because the foreign key, we are using foreign keys in our case, right?
Yes, we are.
So that's kind of sus. That's kind of sus. Hmm. I wonder if you can do this with a view. That's kind of, that would be very sad if you can do it with a view. Um, the error message is very
Hmm,
bad. Blah 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 blah.
Java fields.
Java fields. So what a reason for termination? Okay, so the library started spitting out errors, which is okay, I guess.
Wait.
What?
Oh, okay, no function clause matching.
Which? Where are
What?
you reading that?
Like, if you go from the bottom, count up 4 lines. Well, 5 actually.
No, here. Yeah, no, I don't think this has anything to do with our problem. I think the problem is the joins, bro.
Uh, EPG-SQL, codec text, encode compat.
Ah, finally.
Okay, the master
Magenta,
arrived.
welcome
Yeah,
back.
let me turn down the volume because it's very high.
We are recording, by the
And
way, just for you to know.
yeah, I look like an LA detective, by the way. Uh,
Okay, so we are having SQL problems, Magit.
okay, I'll read what you sent later. Let me open the.
No, yeah, we can read that later. So here's the situation. I want you to look at this piece of code here and tell me if that makes sense to you.
Okay, what's active characters?
Is a table,
No, I
and I
mean
just noticed this is
that I
wrong.
know, but Right. And can you show me the other table? The active
Sure.
characters? That's not the table I made, I suppose.
No, it's not.
Okay. So name, username, and it's just a character using the same names, so that should work. Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah.
Apart
So
from the no in lowercase, that's triggering me.
yeah, no, this is because of the beaver. Uh,
Freaking the beaver.
yeah. So I have a question
Agreed.
for you. So something blew up, and we know it is on this function. And the question now becomes, can we do natural joins using a view and a table?
I don't see why not. I mean, I never tried with a view, but
The language designer in me also says, why wouldn't you be able to? But then that's assuming that SQL was
yeah.
designed by competent and reasonable people, which may
Well,
not be the case.
which is clearly well, which is funny because it is the case, but that doesn't still translate into SQL being good, which is the point. Like, man, like what are the people involved in this?
I have no
CG
idea.
Date.
Oh, CG date, right?
Yeah, but it was like CG
Famous.
Date on IBM. So so that's the problem. Okay,
Uh,
so uh I never tried, but there's no reason for it not to work because it's views are like virtual tables, right?
yeah.
So that should just work. It's just a natural operator. So that sounds right. But is he complaining? Like, what is the error about?
It's unreadable, but I'm gonna show you.
Is this monstrosity here?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let's try.
So it's just saying
Yeah.
last message was this, and then there's a bunch of columns from the view.
Statement. Blah blah blah. Okay.
This is the map in the where clause, and this is the
Uh-huh.
PID. Um, then there is a bunch of TCP
Oh,
stuff.
check the. Wait a second. Go back there.
Go back there.
So you're naturally joining the which table? The view
This
character. Can you show me the view character?
Oh, I see the problem.
go.
Oh man, the
We
key.
need to serialize the PID into a string.
We are already doing that.
No man, the problem is that join it with what?
That's what
Like the.
I wanted to ask you. My understanding is
Ah,
that the natural join would pick this.
yeah. So I. Okay, this is a weird case we can try right now, but because here's the thing, you can join on a norm when you do like inner join, right? Which is a way that we can quickly test this, by the way. You need to discriminate the fields, right? You don't even
That's what
need
I
to say inner.
told Marin.
You don't even need to say inner. You can just do join, right? But if all the names are the same, that should be just natural join, right? So that's how it should work. But
Okay.
since it's a view, you don't have it described the fields there. So that means that it does all of this stuff, like for the view, running before. Well, if it's not cached, whatever, all that stuff, it will try to do this
Uh huh.
block before doing that.
Uh huh.
I don't know if the where. No, that shouldn't be the case.
I still
Well,
think the
let's try.
problem is that we are not serializing the PID.
It is 100% not that, and I'm gonna show you to you
You
right
can
now.
do like this, Lemons. Why don't you copy the query and call it?
Oh, I'm gonna do that. One moment. Just let me just show my.
Yeah, the problem is 100% we're not serializing the PID.
Oh, maybe Marinho is right then. Maybe it is possible to do a natural join with a view. Let's try.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't, but it's a little suspicious.
Yeah. So let's connect. Boom, boom, boom. Aha!
Told
Marinho
ya.
was right. So the natural join is smart enough. Thank you, SQL people.
Well, Postgres, right? Because
Okay, so now
they don't
what?
have natural
Now,
joins on other DBMSs, by the way.
really?
Some of them. Yeah, some of them don't have. Like SQL Server doesn't have natural joins.
Okay, so
That's
the client is running. The client is running. So now it's time.
Yeah, not having natural join sounds annoying.
It sounds silly, man.
Ooh.
It's like literally just look at the fields and see if they're the same. Like, yeah.
Did the other one? Oh, the other one is still playing. So we have a problem, Marinho.
Hmm.
When trying to connect a second client, I was not able to.
A second client.
Uh,
Is it because it's on the same machine? Is it something else?
that's very hard to tell. I don't think it's because of the same machine though. Okay, let's actually, now that Mageta is here, let's tell him what we did in his vacation time. So, long story short, we are updating the state of the player every single tick, and Postgres didn't hurt a charm,
Okay.
so it's just fine. Updating the position of the character every single tick. Uh, we introduced and we decoupled the connection to the server and the client, so you can launch the client and not be connected to the server. And we had a discussion last week about how should we model the idea of you being online in the game. So initially, I had the idea of doing the onlineness of the game only with Erlang. So Erlang would have a system that would be able to tell who is online on each map. Marinho proposed that being online or not should be in the database.
Being online or not. That's not a thing you want to persist, though, right?
No, yeah, we're gonna have to have a heartbeat system because otherwise we're gonna store infinite trash.
Because here's the okay. Let's try to think of this because I don't have a strong opinion
Okay, so no,
about.
let me put you the arguments. Let me put you because
Okay.
there was a sort of like a exchange of arguments between me and Marin. So the reason I wanted to do this in Erlang, so then we don't have to pollute the database with a bunch of temporary data. Uh, and and then we would do this all in Erlang. And then the reason that the argument that Marinho used to convince me was that if the database doesn't know that you are online or not, how can it know that the fireball should not hit you because you're not logged in?
So you need a way to synchronize with other players. What are the players that are currently on this map? Right,
Yeah,
that's the
and
problem.
the way that we did that right now is with this table. So what does this table do? It saves which player, well, the player plus user you are using right now to play the game,
Uh huh.
and your user PID. So when you connect to the server, you're gonna give the server a user PID and you're gonna save that.
Right.
And then to retrieve the players that are online but are not you and playing the same map, we do this query right here. So retrieve near players. We grab all the data from them, from the view. We join that with the active characters, and then we say the same map but not me.
Uh huh.
And that's it. In fact, that's it.
Right. I see.
And we created these two things here: activate and deactivate. So
Okay,
activate is an insertion.
and in a way you could save and delete data from there, so you don't create many records, right? You just have one that is active or not, and then you just have to update that when you log in, right? But
That's an
then
option.
if you fail, like for example, if you log out
Then you're gonna
and
deactivate.
and you deactivate, but if the connection breaks at some point, you don't the client will not send a
Heartbeat
delete.
system.
Right, so we would need a routine that keeps looking at that table to clean it up, but what would be the routine?
Yeah, we haven't discussed that yet.
Yeah.
I think that can be on Erlang actually, because that just needs to do okay.
Yeah.
Periodically, I'm going to.
Yes, just to add here, I think yes, we should have a session handler on the Erlang side. Bagomari.
Yeah, periodically, we just do okay. We need to disconnect the players, the characters that have not gotten any input from a client in the last, I don't know, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever reasonable timeout we can come up with. Um, and then to accompany that, we probably need to, whenever we do an update on the DB, we should probably also say, hey, I'm still alive, by the way, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what we did last week. So we created a table, we created these things, and now we just where we're doing these joins to
No,
test.
there's an argument. I think for storing things on Postgres instead of not. Like because here's the thing I see. If we store it as a it's just temporary, right? So we somewhat don't need to store that to persist that, right? That's something that's totally disposable, so that removes the necessity of deleting the data. But if we want to make multiple servers of Erlang, okay, so if we want to make multiple
Which we will
things
do.
running, but wait a second, I didn't finish. So if we want to make multiple things of Erlang instances running, then it would kind of make sense for us to store it somewhere outside of Erlang because then it wouldn't it would be easy to share the data, right? On Postgres of the active users. But Erlang either way ends up deleting the things from the session that it doesn't have on its virtual table, right? On its hash
Mhm.
table, whatever.
Mhm.
But I think about this. We're using Erlang, right? So I think that's not the way we would scale the thing. It would be instead just assigning different bean nodes, like machine nodes in the bean to extend the processes instead of extending just instances of VMs running around. You see?
Wait, I don't follow. I was kind of thinking or having multiple instances.
Yeah, we do. But these multiple instances would be processes inside the bean. There's no point of doing them out like spawning a new bean uh, VM just to run another server, right? It's Erlang after all.
Yeah, no, we only gonna do that out of necessity and for testing because it's fun. But we should not have to do that.
No, no, man. I don't think you follow my point. We are in Erlang. Like,
Yeah.
why would we do that?
Well, I guess you have a point. We could
Because
just
like you
instantiate.
got it, right? If you just spawn processes, the whole point of the VM is just to abstract like a cluster. So
Yeah.
you abstract different nodes and different machines. So you kind of already are distributing. You're just having inside one single instance.
Yes. Yes.
So
But
we
isn't
would
there
just make it
any other
harder.
extra complexity when you add multiple instances, or am I mistaken?
Yes, because now you need to share the structures. If you are
Ah.
doing it inside one, it's already shared, right?
Ah. That makes sense.
Yeah, you need to set up a cookies to connect the two nodes, and then you need to make sure that they both have the same code. And well, they don't need to be
And
exactly
then
the same; they just need to be
yeah.
compatible. But
And then you need to do something with probably Mnesia because there needs to be opening, and then Mnesia needs to access a node, whatever. So I think it would just be harder to do that. And Mnesia, well, would be literally like Postgres. So at that point,
uh,
why not just use Postgres?
I don't see why we would need Mnesia if we're already using Postgres. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good, good. Okay, so Magenta, what do you think of how should we handle this? Because you just mentioned maybe there is an argument of having this in Postgres. Uh,
I said Mnesia, Marinho, because I thought of we would need a copy to compare the instances, the current active instances. Like for example, uh, Lemon's logged in, and then I wrote on Postgres, and I wrote on my virtual table on memory. So on the Erlang memory, if my machine, my whole computer goes down, and I recover, uh, Lemos will not be there, right? But the server is
Mm,
down and it's getting rebooted, right? So I need to go and clean up on Postgres based on my copy. So for this table, the actual source of truth is not really Postgres. Postgres is just to share with the user the information of other users.
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Actually, we don't need Postgres for that then. No, really, because it's since it's not the source of truth, then maybe it shouldn't be on the database. Just, I think it would make it easier for to do this select though. But that's it.
Mm. Well, let's try to push. Even if that's the case, let's try to push Postgres as far as we can. Uh, okay, but which system do you think we should use then, Mageta? What do you suggest? So we do it in Erlang, the players being active, or we're gonna pursue this idea of having in Postgres for now?
Well, just go with Postgres. It's easy to remove later. That this table, I mean.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so Marinho, now we need to discover not that. We need to discover why this is happening. Any ideas?
Mm, yeah, I don't really know.
So do you think it's because it's the same machine and I cannot connect two local hosts in it for some random reason?
Uh, Actually, it might be because the two nodes are trying to connect using the same identifier.
Mmm, that's very interesting. So let's try. Because that's very testable, right? I just run this, connect, and then login. And then I change the code and run in the other terminal. Boom. Okay. So now we go here and then we change the Erlang.Zig, right? And then we change the node name to something else, correct?
Yes, we changed the node name.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go here and just client on that. Marinho was right. Marinho was right. Okay, so theoretically speaking, we settled that for now I can be Mageta on both, right? Okay. Um, what happened? Okay, so the one client died. Sadly. That was very sad. But you see, I was looking at two things. I was looking at two characters in one of them. That's promising. That's very promising. Um, so this
this
should
to the
probably be a
fourth.
hash, right, Marine? Like a random whatever.
Yeah, it should probably be a random something, yeah.
Let's do that right now. So does Zig has any string random generators for me, or do I have to do that from scratch?
It does have a cryptography module in the standard library, but here's the problem. String generation on its own would probably imply an allocation of some kind, right? It probably has a way to generate an array. Um, but then since this is going to be used in one place during initialization, I think that's not really an issue.
Okay, so what is the name of the module? Generate random string. Let's just be naive for now. How do you use a number random generator? Random string. Reddit. You could always use the C libs.
Zig does have built-in random functions. standard library. That's an answer from 5 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, that's old. That's very old. Uh,
I'm not sure if cryptographically secure randomness is overkill for this. Actually, maybe just plain old pseudo randomness is okay. Um,
yeah, but
let's
how do I
see.
do? Like I want
Standard
to.
library.
Well, why you do that? I'm just gonna test it again to see what the heck is happening. So let's do that. Let's connect. Boom, boom.
Yeah, std.random. That's a thing.
Okay, I'm gonna look it shortly. Geyserik, here I am.
Man, it's so cold.
It's
It's
cold
gonna
there?
be 5 degrees this morning.
Really?
Yes.
I'm very jealous right now.
Oh, I mean, I like cold. It's better than Brasilia, but yeah, it's not that pleasant when it's humid.
What happened? What the fuck happened?
Handler no, amazing. I hate no
Both
man.
clients nuked. Is the server dead? Oh, the server is dead. Uh-huh.
Protocol bad match.
Protocol violation.
What?
I feel like a criminal saying it like that.
That could be
Check user.
a future problem. Oh, it's a inquiry problem. Bind message has 3 result formats, but query has 11 columns. What?
Oh, okay, I see. So it's complaining user check. So check user. It's saying this and this, and what's the error?
I feel
Bind
like
message has
Marinho
3
has
results
a
formats, but
IBM
query.
Model M memory.
Wait, repeat?
I feel like Marinho has an IBM Model M.
Oh, the keyboard, no.
That wouldn't be unexpected.
Yeah, very unexpected.
I don't.
You
You
don't.
wish though.
Okay, bind message has 3 result formats, but query has 11 columns. What does that mean? Line 7. So this is failing. I don't understand. I don't understand. Is this because we are sharing the connection maybe?
It
Remember
could
that we
be.
talked about it, Marinho? We are sharing the connection across all
Well,
the
what did you
players.
try doing that it could have failed?
We are trying to launch 2 instances of the client on my machine because
Right.
last week we also discovered that doing this type of like having an IP so then Marinho because Marinho can run Lyceum right now. He already has the GPU.
Yeah, I got the GPU while you were traveling.
Yeah.
That's
So he can run it, but then in order to do that, we're gonna have to have an IP, and then we're gonna have to probably use a VM for now. And I do have a VM manager here, but then that's too much of a hassle right now. So what we are trying to do is to just launch 2 instances of the client on my machine using 2 characters, and moving in one window moves the other window as well. Things like that. Um,
so. What do you interact with in SQL and that?
okay, I can explain to you what we are doing. Actually, this code is looking pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that. So this is what we're doing. Which, by the way, we should already tell you. I don't know about Marinho, but I think we should store some extra physical data in Postgres, such as the velocity of the player. Uh, but that's future stuff. So what we are doing, Mageto, we are just drawing ourselves, right? So this is doing the input management, this is doing the physics calculation, this is doing everything that we need. Then we update the camera to follow us. We draw the grid, and then we do a ping pong style communication process with the server. And then we introduced this thing, which is the ability to draw everyone else. The ability to draw everyone else. And this is what I'm assuming it's gonna allow us to test today 2 instances of the client in my machine. And what failed is because I tried to use the same credentials, I believe, maybe. But I don't understand why that's the problem. Because it's saying protocol violation. So maybe I did some very cursed and not ideal stuff. And then Postgres is punishing me by not allowing me to do it.
Protocol violation.
And then the error message is very bad. Bind message has 3 result formats, but query has 11 columns.
3 result formats.
So do you
Yeah,
think maybe
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's up with that, to be honest.
Yeah, no, but there is a way to get around that if it's what I said. We just go here and introduce another user and another character, which is very, very doable. So Magenta, is there syntax to do like another line of values here? Why don't you copy this thing? Magenta, you're alive?
Is there syntax for what?
Yeah, do I need to copy these 2 lines or do I just need to add a new one of these?
I just put a comma and then a new tuple. You don't even need to put values.
Oh, okay. So let's introduce me, I guess. My password
Actually,
is me.
I prefer lambdu as a
Oh,
username.
yeah, as my yeah, sure.
Lambdus. There are more than one.
There's 2 Lemuses. What would be the plural of Lemus, though?
That's a tough question.
Could be like Arab, like in Portuguese. Like it's literally Arab.
Uh,
Not plural, but I mean, what did I say? I don't even know anymore.
I don't know. Legion.
Legionnaire.
Do.
Moebius. I don't know. Meebles.
Okay, and I also need to have these things. So I'm just gonna copy Geyserik for now.
It's not Moebius, is it? I think it's Mebius. Something like this.
I keep
Memozeta.
forgetting. This is the thing.
Ah, there are 2 quotes better.
There are 2 quotes. Thank you, Magenta. So this is the stats. Oh, this is position. I see.
Just a sec.
Okay. Oh, there's equipment. Ah, sure. So there. Okay. So let's drop the data, which I think is just this thing. Let's insert it all the way back. Okay. So now let's try this again one more time.
Oh, let me just get a thing.
Mhm. There it is. Am I in the same map as Geyserik though? That's kind of important. Everyone is in the same map. Cool. So now let's go here. Let's spawn another one of those. And oh, That makes total sense, actually. I need to go back to Zig, go back to Erlang, change this, not that. I see. So local, the login. There, boom.
My
Okay,
Japan
this didn't
box
work
just went.
unfortunately. I cannot have two instances of the thing. Magenta is here, but I cannot run, for some reason I cannot run both.
Oh, actually, I'm not there. I'm here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, but this is your character. What do you say, Magenta? Do you like our physics? Look.
That I can be in two places at the same time.
No.
Actually, I would prefer to be squared, like for the sake of the game.
Yeah, I specifically mentioned exactly what you said to Marinho that, man, I don't know, Magenta is very used to the snapping system of old games.
Yeah, you just snap like. But I think this is fine too. Depends on the. But because on this way we're gonna have to do more animations, I guess.
Ah, this was very fun to do, I gotta say.
This must have been not easy.
No, it was. It was very, very like it was. Oh, this is what. This is why in university I saw linear algebra. I see. Okay, so now why is the other Lyceum not working?
It's an excellent question.
Why this one is broken but this one is not? I
Hmm.
don't understand.
Do you want the other to be broken as well?
No, I want the other guy is this guy. That's the thing. The other guy is this guy. Uh, which he. Oh no, he is actually it's you. It's Mageta's character, but it's the initial position, so you're kind of flying a little bit, kind of flying.
Hmm.
So the only the first frame was drawn, and I don't really understand how that's possible. What are we doing wrong? That's what I don't really understand. Is it because I am allocating the GPU?
If that was the case, it wouldn't have rendered, right? But it did.
Yes.
Yes, so that makes sense. So why can't I have two things? Let's think about that. Why can't I have two clients? Not Erlang.
I think.
Erlang seems fine. The
Do
server.
we have sessions on Erlang? Like some
No,
sort of session?
but I should also update you on how we're doing that. Oops. Oops. Okay,
I
so
mean,
look
I
at here,
really
Magenta.
want to go and open my GameCube. Is on my table waiting for me.
Wait, I didn't hear anything what you said. Could you repeat?
Yeah, it's just when my Japan box arrived.
Oh,
So my
okay.
GameCube is on my table.
So look at my screen, please. So we decided that I think we discussed with you about this before. So we're gonna have a handler for a specific user session, and a
Uh-huh.
handler for everyone that needs to have a handler. So we call this master, and this is gonna be the handle user. And what happens is the master is only responsible to creating your user and redirecting you to your specific session handler. That's it. So when you log in, we're gonna check if you exist, and we're gonna give to the client it's the email of the user because to log in we only need the username and the password. Then we spawn your new handler, which I think may be the problem later because you're sharing the connection, which means that everyone is using the same connection from the master.
Which should not be really a problem.
Really?
Yes, I
I'm
don't think so.
surprised.
I mean, it's a problem if you are doing the same queries in a way that you can probably fail queries that you shouldn't because you are locking a table, let's say. But I don't think we are we? Like, it's only like Client. Oh wait, there is one table that we update,
There is one table that we update.
which is the character position. Right?
And
We
yeah,
change it all the
exactly.
time.
Exactly. All
Oh
the time.
boy, and we change it at the same time on frames. Oh man,
Yeah.
QB.
Yeah,
I
no. In
think
the
that's the
future, we're gonna
problem.
probably have to spawn for each specific handler as a different connection or something.
So here's the gotcha, though. Are we running that inside of a transaction? I think so, but we can probably lower. Let's try the obvious first.
No, no,
I'm
no.
like
But before,
accumulate two
let's
of
fix
Vulcan.
that later. The connection thing, let's fix that later. I just want to finish explaining to you. So maybe we need to think about why I can't have two clients.
Yeah,
S-
that's why I think is the cause.
Really? But the
Yeah,
server is
because
fine.
well, it is just trying. It could be the connection. So here's my guess. Okay, I think it could be the. We can try to diagnose from this. Let's think first of what could be happening. If you update at every frame, then it's fast, right? It's constant updating. How is the frequency?
We didn't benchmark, but when we were doing the logins, it was like
Like every few
vomiting
frames, which
logs
is
in
like
here.
yeah, but that's like a few milliseconds, right? That's very fast.
Yeah.
So the problem I see with that is if you do frequent updates like that, locking the table, you're very likely not giving chance for another process to pick up and
That makes sense.
lock the table for themselves, right?
That makes
So
sense.
the problem that I see is that it could be that the server, the connection pool. Sorry, my nose is congested.
That's okay.
Uh, that the I need to keep stopping to breathe. That's the problem. That the uh, connection pool tries to do that transactionally, so it will wait until it gets the lock for this table. But it could be that
Mm.
it's just starving. You see?
Ah, so
You
you
just keep
think?
trying and then trying, but you never can get it, and then you just
Yeah, but then
eventually.
wouldn't it explode at some point because it's
Which it
starving?
did,
No, it
didn't
didn't.
it?
Zig exploded.
Oh, oh, but it's Zig that's triggering the. Oh no, it's Erlang
Yeah,
that's
Erlang is
triggering
the
the
one
call.
that is triggering the thing.
Oh, but wait, no, wait a second, because it could be Erlang is giving a it is like the Erlang process that starved,
That is
right?
possible.
And then it made Zig explode
We can actually test
because
that. So let's go here. It's in here. Actually, it's in here. So we're gonna make a print in here. So these
oh,
functions. Oh, let me actually explain a little bit more. So the camera, we decided to make a specific file for the camera. This is the thing that I already explained. This is where we do the math. So this is where we're doing uh, the friction, the velocity, linear algebra stuff. This was very cool. And then we made this protocol thing, which is going to be the functions that are doing the pings. So when you are about to join a map, you're going to call this function. And you are about to update your character's stuff, including in our case just position for now. We're going to call this one. So if your ID is correct, I should be able to have an infinite. Well, not infinite. Only a single print here, and it just hangs forever. Uh, we need a print. So here. Okay. Um, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the other characters. Yeah, I'm waiting for the other characters. So if Magetta is right, that means that let's do Magetta in this one.
uh, okay,
Boom.
let's see.
Oh, it failed already.
Oh,
About to join a map.
Hmm.
then it died. That's odd.
I think the server died. Yep. Oh, duplicate keys.
Okay.
Duplicate keys.
What keys duplicated though?
Uh,
Active characters.
The PID must be unique because a character cannot be controlled by two processes at the same time, right?
Oh right. It's
Wait,
probably
does that mean
yeah
that the
the
user
active.
PID uses the node name?
Well,
That
that I
would be
don't
very
know.
weird.
Yeah, but the active table that failed, right?
No, yeah, no, but it failed
Active
because you
table.
are trying to send the same PID as before, right? Duplicate key value violates unique constraint, which basically saying I already have this PID in my trash bin. You are sending the same one to insert.
My
I'm gonna fail.
trash.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
what is the
table
language?
is a table that only exists to save active users. It's gonna save a bunch of stuff.
It's like a recycling bin.
Yeah,
Is it possible to mark a table as being non-persistent?
I get is the one to ask that question.
Can you hear the sound, by the way?
I did
Yes,
hear that.
yeah, I also hear them.
Classic GBA bio sound.
Yeah, man, I need to save the Game Boy. It's my childhood Game Boy. It's very beaten up.
Whoops.
Password. Isn't it like okay? That's right.
What? Oh, this is a
Because
ghost.
it,
This is
yeah,
trash.
it's trash from the database.
Yeah,
Okay.
that character is still active apparently.
Yeah, because we don't have
Heartbeat
cleanup.
system.
Right.
Heartbeat system. We're gonna have to make that at some point. But okay. So, but I still want to test Mageta's hypothesis. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change this to something that is not gonna ever
Oh,
exist.
no, no. You can fix like this. Try try to change the table, the transaction level. So when you update the thing, you can change to uh, I think it was begin transaction. Sorry, it's hard to speak with your nose blocked. Yeah. So can you show me the code? I think
One moment. Boom. Okay, I'm there. And the left one died.
it died. Yeah.
This is
Funny.
it. The left one died.
It's funny because it actually stops responding.
Yeah, I
Right
think
there.
it's a segfault of some sort.
No, if it was a seg fault, you should see that in the
Yeah, it should
CLI.
say. Yeah.
Oh, this was not a very good idea because I don't know out of these if it stopped or this was all everything. Let's do what Magetta wanted. So what do you want to do, Magetta?
No, actually go to the Erlang
Erlang.
SQL. The one that updates the character position.
This one.
Okay. You run that with eQuery. Can you check the eQuery on the docs if that thing runs transactionally?
Oh, sure. Uh, so EPGS. Let's read. So you want eQuery.
No, I mean I want one without like the guarantee
Oh,
of
let's
running a
search for
transaction.
transaction then. With transaction.
I mean I don't want this to be honest. I want to just type SQL, but uh
Comment status. This function returns. This is EPG SQL, right? Oh no, this is another thing.
I wanted like a raw SQL execution. Like, give me this with this SQL string. Please just run it. That's
Oh,
it.
but I think this is what eQuery does.
I don't know. I think this thing is committing. That's why. I mean, I think it run. It is certainly committing, but I think it is running an implicit transaction. You see my point?
Ah, I see the point.
I mean, Postgres does that on single commands, right? But I want to know that.
Okay, so maybe this is useful information. Normal response can be received as well. While it's not so straightforward to use with synchronous, so there is an asynchronous version,
I see that.
but I don't know if you want that. Batch execution. Bind.
Function index. There we go. eQuery. eQuery row. What is the row? It doesn't tell me. Beautiful. Uh,
Uh,
it doesn't tell me. Okay, it doesn't tell me what it is. If it does with a transaction or whatever. That's awesome.
okay, so there is this helper here. Executes a function in a Postgres transaction. It executes begin prior to executing the function, roll back if the function raises an exception, and commit if the function returns without an error. If it is
Okay,
successful, it
this is
returns the
cringe.
rest of the function.
So, okay, this is cringe, whatever. So go there to the update
Go there to the update.
and then write begin,
Okay,
begin
begin.
transaction, and then I think it was isolation level.
Uh, which in our case is gonna be
Like you just type isolation level
oh
actually.
isolation level.
Uh, and in our case, if I'm not mistaken, I think we want read uncommitted.
Read dash uncommitted.
No, I think it's separate, without the
Separate.
yeah. Why read uncommitted? Because we don't want dirty reads, but they shouldn't be possible because we are doing a where, right? Only an atomic command, so that shouldn't matter. But we don't care for non-repeatable reads, phantom reads, and serialization anomalies, right? All of those things should be weak, and that should improve substantially the. Okay, so that uh, and I think we would need to commit. Ah, so after this we just commit.
So just
So
commit.
instead of end, commit.
Oh, that's it.
There we go. Yeah,
Okay.
let's
Um,
see.
I don't know. I'm very skeptical. This was the
There's
problem.
even weaker in the SQL standard. There's an even a weaker thing that even drops that, but I don't think Postgres has it. Which is well, basically reading uncommitted stuff, but Postgres clearly doesn't have it. Boom.
Okay, I think we failed this time. Yep. Syntax
What?
error at or near uncommitted.
Uncommitted.
Huh.
Oh, double T. You
Double T.
mistyped it. Big cringe.
By the way, Magita, I drew these icons here. I did them myself.
Wow, you should be a marketing designer person
Marketing design.
then.
Some bars.
Yeah. I looked at it. I
Lemos is
was
a
like,
real artist.
yeah, man. He does good art. Not joking.
Pong again. So the server probably died again. Okay,
Update.
syntax error at or near update this time around.
That seems right to me.
Don't we need any
Did you put the?
delimiter
Oh, you forgot the semicolon
at the end here?
after the uncommitted. After the uncommitted, actually. There are two, but yeah, there are two, and then after the commit two.
Wow.
That's
Yes,
a lot of.
clean language.
That's very weird. Very weird.
It's a beautiful language, man. You'll never understand.
Playing with SQL.
Where's the sequel playing with you? You never
Pong
know.
again.
And
Cannot insert multiple commands into a prepared statement.
what? Why?
Ooh. Does that mean that eSQL is already doing some preparation for us?
I don't follow. Okay, I think that's a SQL problem. Yeah, that's on Postgres. You see Postgres.c? Can
Mm-hmm.
you copy this message? I think I have a guess, but let's see.
It's because we're taking arguments, isn't it?
I I think it's actually because of the update clause and multiple processes doing it. Let's see. I found the DB multi query string. You can do this.
Wait, what is this about?
I'm trying to I'm trying to move a row from another table to another. Uh, the problem is that both queries together I get an error. So the guy's like trying to select and then delete. Are we trying to do that? We're not.
No,
So
we're just trying to do update.
we're
Update on
just
it.
updating. We're not doing a select.
Yeah, so I don't
Yes.
think this is our case. PQ.
Oh no! Could it be the cringe parser? Oh man, because you see that okay.
Oh, it's because we have two statements.
Yes, because oh man, there's a cringe. Okay, remove the comma of the line 57, the semicolon. That's not necessary. Yeah, I hope
Let's
that.
try.
Man, if it's the parser of this library, I'll cry. By the way, why don't you put localhost by default there?
uh, well, I should actually. I
I
should
mean,
put a
at
lot of
least for
things.
testing, that would be easier.
Uh,
Actually, we should probably show the server connect screen first.
Right. Yes. And
syntax error at or near commit.
comma. Ah, kill me. It's the comma.
Here?
The semicolon.
The semicolon, actually, sorry. On the line
Um,
before. No, it's the line before it's complaining.
the line before?
Yeah, it is necessary. Oh, man.
You mean here? But now what?
Yeah, I
Do
think.
you need a semicolon after the commit though?
Uh, I don't think so, no. I don't think after the commit is necessary. I mean,
Uh,
on this library, right? If you're running on Postgres, I think you would to break the statement, but not there.
sure.
That's a
So
bad to me.
to do what you guys said should be very, very easy. Should be very,
That's
very
a very finicky syntax, by the way.
It's
easy.
still, yeah, it could still be worse. So let's not complain too much.
Is this the thing that I called? Connect? Connect. Okay, this should put me immediately at the connection thing. Localhost, me, boom, boom.
Pong.
Cannot insert multiple commands into a prepared statement.
That's
The same thing as
very
before.
sad.
I don't understand what is that message about.
Yeah, let's
Like,
search a
what
little
is the
bit more.
mean? I want to know what the
Uh,
message means.
oops, that was not supposed to do that. I'm attempting to run two select statements in one query with arguments, but I'm getting the error, blah. Oh, okay, so it's because we are using that. In fact, we are using arguments. Okay, this creates this error above. This is a limitation on Postgres, not PQ. We can only have a single query if you're using parameters. Tururu, tururu.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention. What is it?
Read here.
This is a limitation of Postgres, not PG. Oh, PQ. Okay, it's the connector in C.
You can only have a
Only
single
have a
query if you're using parameters.
What?
Magento discovering reality.
What? No, dude, this is mega cringe. What the fuck?
Oh, I
Oh
see
man,
that this issue
no.
was solved in the GDBC driver.
JDBC, yeah, it's the Java one. Oh man, kill me, dude. That's unexpected. Okay, I get it now. So there's this C library that I was doing stuff with in SML.
Yep.
It's the I think it's PQ, right? PQ.c. It's easy to integrate, but it's very archaic, right? I didn't know about that. And that makes things. Man, please send me that link, by the way. Yeah, please send me this. I wanna die.
There.
And Erlang uses this, right? So, oh man, this is okay.
No, but there
Try
is a way
to.
around this though. It is just we need to use the with transaction helper.
Yes, but we can't set the isolation level on the transaction.
We don't know. We need to check the opts.
I don't. There's begin opts. Maybe that's it.
Append extra options.
Oh, there. Look, isolation level serializable. Okay, so that works. They thought
Wait,
of
where
that.
are you looking? Isolation level,
The
serializable?
last
Oh,
bullet
here.
point. Yeah.
Yep. So we can
Okay,
definitely
they
do that.
thought of that. Thank you.
Wow, and it's not escaped.
How does that work though?
It literally just splices the thing into the query.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
what
god.
we want to do? We need to provide a connection, and then you need to provide a function that receives the connection. So this is very similar to what we did with Mnesia in some sense. Um, I don't understand the syntax. Oh, there's more stuff. Oh, the opts go at the end. I see. Okay, so let's try that. Um, so let's see. Uh, boom. There. And there. This is SQL. This is our SQL. Then what we're gonna do?
Man, Erlang people know the problem. They know.
We're gonna do EPG SQL with transaction. We pass the connection, and then we're gonna have a function that receives the connection. Receives the connection and does something with it. Does something with it. So my understanding is that we're gonna do this thing with it, right? Am I correct, people?
Probably. I mean,
And then we're just gonna, put this in there, and then now the opts. So how do you write that? It can either be a list of tuples or a map. I see. So which one is best in this case? Marinho?
mm, a list of prop list or a map.
Let's do a map then.
I would rather do a map because the order doesn't matter. So why use a construct where the order matters to encode this?
Okay, so re-raise. The default is true. When set to true, the original exception will be rethrown after rollback. I think we want this. So I'm not gonna change it. Next up is ensure committed, default false. Even when the callback returns without exception, check that transaction was committed by checking the command complete status of the commit command. If the transaction was rolled back, the status will be rolled back instead of commit, and the ensure committed failed error will be generated. Do we want to set this to true? I have a feeling that we do.
Oh, we want to set what to true?
This thing.
Ensure committed. Default false. Even when the callback returns without exception, check that transaction was committed by checking the command complete. If the transaction was rolled back, the status will be rolled back instead of commit. Ensure committed failed.
Oh wow, it doesn't do automatic retry. Is that good or bad? I'm not sure.
That's good. I think it would be worse if it did. if you tried actually, because it would hide the behavior, right? So at least it gives you the choice. Although it could give the choice and retry, it try to retry, right? But anyway.
It could maybe have an option that says, okay, if you fail, retry it for me. I don't want to write my own retry loop because I would have to do it every time, right? You can just
Yeah,
do it
I
once in the
think the
library.
argument is it's less common for you to want to do that, right? Uh, I would say maybe that's the case.
Oh,
Hmm.
they address Marinho.
No, that's why I said they just splice the string, right? Because,
Okay, so I'm not gonna put this right now then. I'm not gonna put the ensure committed. Okay, so it's fat arrow.
By
So
the way, I'll just mute here and put the stuff on my desk.
sure.
Be right back.
Marinho, do you remember what Marinho Mageta said? It's isolation, and then I remember uncommitted.
red uncommitted.
Red uncommitted
No, isolation level is red uncommitted.
level. Oops. So that's kind of it. That's kind of it. So does that make sense
Is
to you?
it is it red uncommitted or read uncommitted? I'm not sure if that's meant to be in the past tense or not.
Fortunately, it's written the same, so I'm fine.
Serializable. Yeah, it's probably read uncommitted as in present tense then, but okay.
Okay, we have no idea what the heck is the result of this thing. So it's saying result, and then it's gonna have a result or a rollback. And
Hello,
there will be a
Nathan.
reason. And then there will be a reason. So, do you want to just try it out this? What do you think? What's the
Uh,
worst that could happen? Let's try.
famous last words.
Oh, it's a dynamic language. A lot of things can happen. Localhost. Uh,
Oh, Nathan left.
I think it's gonna be Pong. Oh, really?
Okay, that connected.
I'm very surprised. This worked
Try
first
to
try.
try to connect the second client now.
Imagine if this works for a moment. How crazy. Second client, right. So I need to go to Erlang. And I'm gonna put this 55 because the PID apparently depends on this for some random reason.
It's not the PID. I mean, it's not the entire PID because the PID also includes the node name as part of it. Well, not the node name, I guess. The node ID would be a better way to put it. So, okay, is the other one still working?
No. It is not working.
Hmm.
We need better logs. We need better logs.
Oh, I think I might have an idea actually. Go back to the login handler in Erlang.
Login handler. Sure. It's right there. Go.
Let's see. We log in, handle master, we receive, register, login. If we log in, we check the user, and that returns the email. And then we spawn a new PID, well, a new handler for the user. User PID in connection. And then we send the email back to the client. Um, Wait.
Waiting.
Okay, new PID and email. Yeah, no. And then the handle user, it only does stuff using the PID, right? It doesn't actually use anything else.
Wait, what was the question?
Yeah, scroll up to the handle user, please. I want to check something there as well. List characters, create character, joining map, exit map, disconnect, update
Oh,
character.
okay, okay. This is a way. This is actually a way. Uh, to have better things. Okay. And I'm gonna do the same with this guy. Update character.
Okay. Okay, and then yeah, I don't see it. I really don't see it.
You don't see it. That's cool. And at the meantime, the database is getting trashed. Uh,
I mean, the maximum amount of garbage that it can accumulate equal characters that exist, so it's not that much actually. There's only 3 characters.
no, wait, no, that's not true because we are replacing it. Remember, with the conflict.
Yes, that's why there can be only three
Oh, there
instances
can
of
be
garbage
three
because
instances of garbage. I see. I see what you say. What you say. Yeah, this is garbage. This ghost here is completely garbage. Um. So now, just client. Let's do localhost. Boom, boom. Marieta. Password 123. Ooh, this failed. Surprisingly. Ooh, the server is screaming. Unnamed prepared statement does not exist. What?
wow,
I'm very
what the
surprised.
heck?
What is this? Ideas on that?
Huh?
It's check user again, handle master. What the heck, dude?
I have no idea. I really have no idea.
Do I need to restart the server or something? Maybe that was the problem. Maybe. Okay, 50. Let's go 8 now. Order garbage.
Hmm.
That was weird. Especially because it worked at some point. Okay, that works. Remember to go here, put a 9,
It's the strongest.
and then localhost.
Actually, check something for me. See if the other window still works before you log in.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now check again before choosing the character. Okay, still works. Still works. So it's only when you actually join the map.
Yeah. And it's broken. And this one is. Oh, both are broken. Ooh. Wow. What is the server telling me? Wow. Sync required.
Huh.
Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. So here's how that goes. Wow, that's. Wait.
We are
It
getting two
worked for a bit.
PIDs.
It worked for a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, it worked for a bit, apparently.
Look, this is progress. This is 100% progress. Um, actually, I don't know, to be honest. Because, no, that it didn't work at all. It didn't work at all. I think this was the previous attempts. and I was swapping back and forth between them. This was the one that we tried to have both of them. They are already logged, right? They are already logged in. And then shit happened. So sync required. Dude,
Huh.
what is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
I'll be right back.
Maybe it's some sort of option in Postgres? Maybe? What if I do sync? Ooh! Okay. Interesting. That's very interesting. So there is a function. Error occurred and EPG SQL sync must be called.
I'm back.
Magetta,
Huh?
look. So we did a little bit of more debugging. So two characters try to do updates on the database,
Mm-hmm.
and then it said error, sync required, and look at what the documentation says.
Sync required. Okay.
So what is this about?
Huh. No idea.
Uh, that's it? That's
Oh.
it? Huh.
On close though. Why after close? What doesn't make sense?
I think this is just examples. These are just examples. So, but
Uh,
we don't know what that function does.
I don't know if that's just an example.
I'm back, by the way.
Okay, Marin, look.
Huh.
The
Okay,
question now is, where do we call this though?
hear me out. What if we call this before each update?
Sure, I have no problems with it. So let's go to character. This is the temporary, okay. So it's gonna be okay. EPG SQL sync, and we're gonna pass the connection to it. So right before doing the transaction, right, Marie?
Yeah.
I see. So let's try that. Let's try that. Boom, boom. Okay, so there it is. Now I need to go back. that, 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 that. Boom, boom. Okay, it failed very miserably.
Something happened.
Nothing happened. See?
Huh.
Wait, but there's only one PID here. There's only one PID.
Huh.
That doesn't make any sense, right? Because I was able to log in. Oh no, I was not able to log in, right? Oh no,
No.
oh, I was able to log in, but wasn't able to pick Geyseric to play.
Huh.
That doesn't make sense. Why is the PID not here? So do you think we need to put the sync inside the transaction?
Why?
No,
The
because
sync? I
Actually,
don't know what's the point of the sync.
Why
no,
do
we also don't know. But the error said that we had a sync sync something something. What is it? Sync required. We had that. Let's read this. Errors originating from the Postgres backend are returned as tuples. See this for the record definition. EPG SQL functions may also return this with what is one of the following. And we had this one before. And it says that EPG SQL sync must be called. Is there any documentation? Postgres.
Okay. What if you call that after the transaction?
After. Okay, after. Sure. Marinho, in the meantime, try to find in the repo if there is documentation inside the code.
And of course, I have another game with a bad reader.
Wait,
Man, I swear,
what?
like this with a bad CD reader. Man, this is the worst console in terms of like weakest CD reader. Garbage.
Worst console CD reader. Yep, same thing. The other one died.
Protocol synchronization error.
So close yet so far. Yeah, the PID, the only PID. Oh, but this was at every single tick.
Yeah, apparently we do need a separate connection.
Oh, we do. We need a separate connection to the database.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this code comments that I linked.
I clicked on it. Where should I look at?
You didn't go to the line. It should be on line 50 and 51.
Protocol synchronization error. Drop command queue and don't accept any command except sync. Wait, how did you go from this to we need two separate connections?
Because if it's a protocol synchronization error, that implies that there are packets in the connection that don't belong, and this started happening after we added a second client on the same connection. So
Okay, let's check if that's easy to do right now. So when the processor starts, we call database connect. We need to call this twice. That's what you're saying.
yeah, once for each handler, user handler, I guess.
Okay, so we're just gonna grab it, remove it from here, and in here, instead of doing that, we're just gonna do this thing. I don't know if that's gonna work because Erlang is weird.
Don't forget to drop the argument from handle master and to fix the export. And to fix the tail call as well.
Handle master. Okay. So theoretically, and it failed.
Variable is
Server
unbound.
96. Oof, 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 oof.
Oh, actually, no. That's an easy fix. Put back the connection arguments and everything. Just don't pass it to the user handler. There's a connection for the master and there's a connection for each user, basically.
No, Emacs got. I hate when Emacs does that. it starts undoing the undo. That's not what I want to happen.
That's
So I need also
Oh
to
wow, I
do.
have 2 WonderSwans, Marinho. Do you want one?
huh.
Why did it sound like a Minecraft character?
That was weird. Connection. Okay, so we have the handle master, we have the connection for the master, and you are making separate connections for each user. And they are running within a transaction. This could just work, come on. There, there. There it is. There it is. Now, go to here.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. Local. Login is Mageta.
Oh man, the Japanese, they pack it beautifully.
You see?
Oh,
Go to the left, Lemos. Go to the left.
Hello. Okay, can I move the other guy? Dudes.
What?
It moves on both screens. That's
Dudes!
amazing.
Ah!
Okay. What did you
Victory!
guys do, man?
Okay, as you can see, Mageta, there's no physics calculation for the other players. So.
Yeah, it's just teleporting. Like, but it's fine.
I mean, Marinho really hated. Really hated.
Well, if Marinho hates it, I vote to keep it. This is the
Okay,
reason why people
we
vote
did. We
nowadays.
finished the goal for today's session. We can have local instances of this thing. I'm so proud of us. Boys, we did. We did it.
Just one minor note. What happens if the user logs out? Theoretically, we should drop the connection that was spawned for the handle user, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want me to Alt F4 one of them?
No, I just want you to add resource cleanup, essentially.
To have what?
Clean up resources, like after the... Well, if handle user is going to exit for whatever reason, it should release its connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want those to just pile up.
The active user, right?
Yeah.
Man, they packed between so much plastic, everything. Why?
I don't understand, Marinho. What do you want me to test? Sorry?
He wants you to clean the user, like, if the user logs out, he wants to disappear from the screen, right?
No, it won't.
Yes. That's what he wants you to do.
Yeah, it won't disappear, and also the database connection for that session will stick around. We should get rid of it.
We need a heartbeat system. To do
No, we
this.
don't need a heartbeat system. We just need to...
The dummy brain.
I mean, we do need a heartbeat system, but not for this.
No,
For this,
because we need a heartbeat system to know that we need to close the connection. Because how are we gonna know in Alt F4?
Man, now just do the simple thing, which is go to the user handler, and when that thing, you just delete the thing. When that process dies, you just delete the thing.
Oh, I can know when the process dies.
Yes, you can, on the master of that process.
Okay, so how do I do that? So this is the handler user that is handling the thing.
Who spawns this?
Sorry?
Disconnect. There we go.
No, but we are not sending this message from the client. This is when you're gonna
so
do.
Who calls this then?
Actually, let me make something clear. When you press ESC in the game, you're gonna open a menu. There's gonna be leave. Then you're gonna leave the map.
Okay.
Let's imagine that you want to leave the map and swap servers. So then you're gonna leave the map. Then you're gonna deactivate your character. But if you also want to swap servers, you're also gonna say that your character is not active.
Yeah,
Two separate
that's
actions.
no, that's okay, but that still doesn't do what I want to do, which is okay, we're disconnecting, right? Before we exit, we should release the connection. However, EPG SQL
Now you
requires us
mean
to do
okay,
that.
okay. You're basically saying EPG SQL close,
Basically, yes.
and I guess
But
also
not
here.
that, really. We want to actually delete the, right?
No, deactivate is deleting
Actually,
already.
no, we cannot close the connection. Shared, right?
No,
It's not
connection is
shared
not shared
anymore.
anymore.
No? Okay.
That was
Yeah,
part
that
of the
was the
problem.
problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
because
actually the problem.
yeah. So you were kind of right, Magita. It was some sort of racing condition deadlock stuff.
But with the connection, okay.
No, it wasn't really a deadlock. It was that okay, what happens if you try to splice a second message in the middle of the first one before the first is done in a socket?
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, that's what was happening. You see?
Okay.
But we still should be able to handle that connection, the same connection.
Well, we're gonna have to discover how. Not today though. Okay. So what else, Marinho? What else? Magetta said something different though. Magetta said that we can know when a process dies.
Which is when you spawn this. This is a process.
No, this is a
So
process, but I spawned it in here.
yeah, so when you quit there, you know where it is on below, right?
Oh yeah, but wait.
The branch below me.
No, but here's the thing.
Actually, no, I can't know.
This master is never called for that user anymore.
Yes, you need to have a
We need to
reaction
communicate
again.
the guy to die. Like handler user die. We need to say it to him.
Or we do a loop that it keeps looping and sending messages to it. And then it,
Sending message to itself?
yeah, and then if it
That sounds
doesn't,
like
you
Kafka to
assume
me.
it died. Well,
Mm,
some people using on Kafka.
That sounds. Uh, okay, so Marinho, do you see any way to do what you want without having the disconnect menu or the exit map menu?
uh, well, we can have a Reaper process that periodically kills things when, you know. Or we can try to figure out how supervision trees work. That should be able to solve this problem as well, right? Because it's essentially a lifetime problem.
Yeah, this is a lifetime problem. That's why I said that Heartbeat would solve both because it's a lifetime problem.
Although not quite, because the problem is not that this process will die. The problem is that the client process will die, and then this one will be left waiting forever.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
this Wonder Swan is actually in good condition.
Awesome.
I could play Digimon here.
Okay.
You can learn the story of Ryo in its entirety in Japanese.
Right, so totally.
Okay, but I think there's a way to do this right now without much of a hassle because of the infrastructure that we created. So let's go to physics and let's copy this if. Let's go
Man,
to
I
state.
love this green puke screen that you have on this old console. Old.
So I'm gonna say if I press Q, I want to leave the map. I want to leave the map. So if that happens, I'm gonna do try protocol ping exit map, and I'm gonna pass the game state. And I'm gonna say that the game state scene is equal to the main menu. And that's it. So I can go here, copy this thing. So exit map. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do exactly this, but exit. And this doesn't have data, Marinho. So I just say nothing in here.
This doesn't have data.
Just this? Like in the server message, I'm gonna do this thing. Change.
Yeah, actually, you don't even need the curly payloads.exit map.
I don't even need what?
You don't even need the curly braces. Just do messages.payload.exit map because the value associated with that label is void. There's nothing you need to initialize, so no curly braces are necessary.
What will the server tell me? It will tell me an OK. So this is a standard response. So we're good. Agree?
Yeah. Actually, there's one thing we should do. We should go back to the login screen after we do that.
No, we're already doing this, going back to the main menu.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, we're good, I guess.
That's it. So I exit the map. When I do so, what should happen? I'm closing the connection. I'm deactivating myself. Oh, I can't do the closing before.
Yeah, no, when you exit the map, you should... Yeah, you should keep the connection alive, actually.
To the database?
Yeah, because if you exit the map, you're probably moving to another one. I mean, currently we don't have another map, but eventually we will.
Okay, so when I do this, I will remove myself from the table, right? Which basically means that the other guy will not see me anymore.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. So let's try. The server is... Well, I need to update the server, so... Localhost. Pass. Legion. Boom.
You know, the Kirby in Japan is called Kirby of the Stars.
Kirby of the Stars, a classic one.
What happened? Oh, I didn't change the thing. I'm gonna have to introduce the random strings very shortly.
I feel guilty because I have so much plastic here. Just for like people package, like Japanese, they pack a single Game Boy game, which is like tinier than my hand, like a lot of plastic.
Okay, are you ready, Marinho? I'm gonna press Q.
Okay. It worked!
Boys!
The character disappeared!
Success! Success. I'm gonna finish the recording now.
Bye, future people.
Bye bye.